Hello Buttercup, welcome back to my channel. Today's book review is Human-Shaped Fiends by Chandler Morrison. This is my first review of a Chandler Morrison book because I can cut out a lot of the details so I don't get kicked off of YouTube. Oh my god, so great, right? Yeah, the other two books that I have read from him, yeah, I decided that I wanted to stay on YouTube. That's how splatterpunk they are. Not like this book isn't, however, I can skirt around the details and not have, one, the plot be ruined for you all, but also I can choose specific words that will not get dinged by YouTube algorithms as being bad. So, yay. I want to say first up, amazing cover. Look at that cover. Amazing. Now, it is first, I'm going to say, a splatterpunk western. So it's disgusting. It's vile. It's gory. It's just all those things and more. Okay, so I'm not going to recommend it for 90% of you out there. But why am I doing a video on it if, like I say, don't read it if you have any problem with gore and violence of every single kind you can imagine? Well, you know, sometimes I just want to throw care out to the wind and do a video. Like, I just want to do a video on it. Okay, it's fine. So, I mean, don't say I didn't warn you, right? But I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars. Why? Because I think, and this is the other two books as well, but I'm not a huge fan of how Chandler does dialogue and how he chooses to set up dialogue or end dialogue for basically all of his characters, and he also uses a little too many ellipses for me. dot, 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 so many dots everywhere. Not a huge fan. That's a nitpick. But I've seen the theme that I'm like, okay, I know what this is. And I accept it in a way, but not so much that I give it 5 out of 5 stars. Also, yes, there were scenes where I was extremely uncomfortable, so I can't say that I loved it. I mean, there were scenes in the other books where I was extremely uncomfortable, and I can't give it 5 out of 5 stars. That's me personally, though. I read this book with Patrick and Brian. Shout out to you both. I'm sure y'all are watching this. And they, as far as I know, they are in agreement of that. I'm pretty sure Brian gave it 4 out of 5 stars like me. And Patrick does this thing of, like, he either rates it 5 stars or 1 star. And that's it. But I remember, you know, it being uncomfortable. And that's okay. For me personally, and for them, of course, but it's not gonna be for everyone. I'm gonna tell you that right now, okay? I told you that before, I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not for everyone. Yeah. I think if you can detach from a story and read it for what it is, which is satirical, very meta, splatterpunk horror, then, you know, don't read it seriously. If you do that, then it's not gonna make any sense, and you're probably wanting to punch Chandler in the throat. I'm not for violence, but yeah, some of those Goodreads reviews, y'all okay? I don't support throat punching people. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Now, you can kind of tell that there's two vibes to this book. The first top is that's a splatterpunk horror western, right? And now if you flip it, then you see Chandler smoking and in like the purple blue haze. Love that. And it really does. It looks like him. I mean, of course it would, because you can sketch him. But sometimes people might, like, if it's satirical or meta, they would make it not look at him like more maybe animated or something like that. But no, we went straight for realism on this cover, and I appreciate that. Now, the timeline we have is one point we're just following this very messed up town where a lot of deaths are happening. And then in the other meta interludes, they say, we see Chandler as a satirical self and how he has to finish this Western splatterpunk even though he doesn't do that and he's struggling. And then he really plays the stereotypes or the assumptions about him and specifically his book Dead Inside and why he wrote it and all that stuff into the novel. I think I enjoy the interludes maybe a little more than the actual novel, you know, the story. I think they were just so hilarious. You wouldn't get it if you didn't read Dead Inside, actually. You would probably be disgusted and horrified by the end of the interlude, but I know that I was laughing my ass off reading the end of Chandler's specific interlude. And then Patrick did the same thing. I'm pretty sure Brian did as well. It's just like an inside joke. I'm just saying, it's great. Now, these splatterpunk westerns are part of a huge series, but don't be fooled, you don't have to read the other books to read this. So if you see, like, there is a connected series, I think it's like book 10 or something? Not 6, 9? It's somewhere in there. It's something. I don't even know. I saw Chandler Morrison and I was like, okay, we're gonna get this book. And it does say, more especially on Goodreads, but also on Amazon reviews, you don't have to read the other X amount of books. So don't be fooled into thinking you have to read the huge everything before this novel. You're totally good to just read this if you're interested. I was extremely intrigued of what a splatterpunk western might be, and I was not disappointed. I will tell you that right now. Not disappointed, y'all. So if you're interested, even with all the trigger warnings, there are a lot, okay? A lot. Definitely go in thinking, yes, this is very meta, this is very satirical, there's going to be a lot of violence of all kinds. If you think that there might not be something violent in it, no, just put that in, just in case, you know? Set up the low expectations of content warnings here, and then go in with an open mind if interested. Thank you so much for watching my brief, but I think fantastic review of Human-Shaped Fiends by Chandler Morrison. Have a great rest of your day. Do some self-care. Maybe not read this book if you need to relax, but, you know, do something else for self-care because these are hard times right now. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.